So with midterm elections right around the corner, let's take a look at how the stock market performs with a variety of different outcomes. So currently, the Democrats narrowly control both the House and the Senate in Congress, as you can see here on this chart, where they hold 8 more seats in the House, and even though the Senate is technically tied at 50-50, Vice President Harris gets that tie-breaking vote. So, in terms of your money, what's the outcome that the stock market wants? Well, I always like to say, the stock market doesn't really care if it's blue or if it's red, just that it's green. And what that really means is all the stock market cares about is making money or corporate earnings. So, when there's a Congress that is either all blue or all red, typically there's more of a possibility that new legislation is going to be passed. And because it's an unknown, we don't know what will be passed, it's hard to discount that into the price today. However, if there's a Congress that's divided, then the probability of any new crazy policies being passed that would affect corporate earnings in a major way is much less. So quite literally, I would expect the market to rally off the Congress being divided, because really it all comes back to it's easier to price in nothing getting done than the unknown getting done, if that makes sense. So take a look at this chart here. On the x-axis, we're looking at the 150 days prior to the election, midterm elections, and the 250 days following each midterm election for, let's say, the last 70 years or so. Now, regardless of the outcome, on average, the markets, as you can see, tend to rally. And this is because the market hates uncertainty. So once the election is over, we can start to price things in off of some sort of certainty, good, bad, or indifferent. So one final chart here showing nearly a century of U.S. stock market returns really suggests that making any investment decisions, based on who has the upper hand in the House or the Senate, is really unlikely to lead to better investment outcomes. Obviously, actions by Congress definitely impacted returns over any of these time periods, but stocks trended higher really regardless of who had political control. And this is because other factors like geopolitical events, interest rate changes, and technological advances have all impacted markets too. So I want you to remember this. As shareholders, we invest in companies, not any one political party. And those companies that we invest in focus on serving their customers, us, and growing their businesses, really regardless of what happens in Washington. So, as always, let's stay the course and let's stay on point. Take care.